Hey guys, so I'm back on another trip, this time in scenic Houston, Texas, at another Hampton Inn, this one brand new. And I have another rental truck to check out. It is a 2023 Nissan Frontier. So this is a little bit more of a basic model than the Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road that I rented out in Dayton. I just kind of wanted to show it off and compare the two a little bit. So this is a 2023 Nissan Frontier. This is the SV, which is the mid-range version. It's quad cab, short bed, just like most pickups, almost all mid-size pickup trucks today. From Indiana. It's a rental with Enterprise. In your basic white. I think it's a good looking truck. Certainly looks better than the old Frontier, which had been with us for a really long time. But this one's really nice. It is four-wheel drive, but it is not a specialty off-road model, which is the Pro 4X. But it does have basic off-road capabilities with the four-wheel drive. In the bed, it's got what am I trying to say? A plastic bed liner. I think it's factory, but it's not a spray-in. It does have the soft drop tailgate, which is nice. No sliding rear window again. In the back, it's pretty basic, but we got 60/40 folding seat. Got a nice armrest / cup holder here for your rear passengers, and then you got USB-C and USB-A for charging stuff, map pocket, or whatever you put in those pockets these days. And the seats do fold up and fold down as well. In the front, go ahead and get in here for you. It does have a nice touchscreen. Actually, I'll go ahead and start this up. So I keep thinking this is the push to start right here, but it's actually here, closer to the steering wheel. Oh, let me show you the key fob. So here's the key fob. This one does not have remote start, and it does have a regular key to get in the door. If your unlock button or your key fob battery dies, just hold the brake, push that, starts up. It's got some nice graphics. The gauge cluster, it's got your 4 analog gauges, and then it actually has 2 pages of auxiliary gauges, which is real nice. You've got your transmission temperature, your battery, and then your oil pressure and oil temperature, which is nice to be able to see because they didn't include it as an analog gauge. And your digital screen, oops, this is your home page. It just shows your speed and your average miles per hour. You got your off-road page. It shows what mode you're in, and then your inclinometer, your auxiliary gauges, your driving stats, fuel economy, what station you're on, AM, FM, XM, your driving aids, tire pressures, and then your auto start stop. I'll talk about that in a second. And then your menu. So I've been keeping on the oil pressure or oil temperature display just because I like to see that. Touchscreen is nice. You got your audio, AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, USB. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it's wired only. It's not wireless. It does have a backup camera, single backup camera. It does have the dynamic lines that turn with the wheel. On the Pro 4X model, which is the more off-road tailored one, it does have additional cameras and obviously additional off-road oriented things. Your climate controls, this one just has basic single zone manual, which is fine. And again, USB-C, USB-A. Nice storage area right here, some grab handles, shifter for your 9-speed automatic, cup holders, and then another storage area right here. This is actually a wireless charging pad in the higher end trims. And you got a nice cubby hole right there. And of course, basic glove box. So this does have auto start stop, which is something I don't like. I just think it puts too much wear and tear on the engine for the 1 or 2 mpg extra that you get. Thankfully you can turn it off right here, but you do have to remember to press that button every time you want to disengage it. Speaking of engines, I'll go ahead and shut this off and pop the hood for you. And we also have some more controls over here, your cargo lamp, your hill descent, and disable your traction control. Parking brake, surprisingly, is a manual parking brake, not electric, something which is nice. One less thing to brake. Got your hood release right here. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Hood does have struts to hold it up. So this is a V6 engine, naturally aspirated. Even though this is a 2023, even in 2025, which is the latest model of the latest model year of the Frontier to come out, they're still sticking with the naturally aspirated, non-turbocharged engine, which I think is nice. I think it's going to last longer than the small turbos they're putting in mid-size trucks now. So the GM Twins, Chevy Colorado, GMC Canyon, Toyota Tacoma, and the Ford Ranger all have these smaller displacement turbocharged engines now, and they're doing it for better fuel economy, better power. But I think that by sticking with the naturally aspirated V6, Nissan is listening to the concerns of what some people have said about these smaller displacement turbocharged engines that aren't going to last as long. So only time will tell to see what happens with that, but for the time being, I think it's the correct decision. So you got a small little plastic engine cover, but otherwise you got pretty good working room under the hood. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and it's a 3.8 liter V6. Close that up. So overall driving experience has been really nice. Even though it's not turbocharged, I feel like it still has enough power to get you where you need to go. I've been having a great time with it. Would I buy one? Maybe. I would probably not buy a new one just because even these are so expensive, especially in the higher end trims. But I don't know. I might consider a used one at some point if it was in a good condition. Oh, headlights on these are still halogen. I believe all of the newest Frontiers will have LED lighting package, and actually on the 2025 models, a manual sliding rear window will be standard on all packages, all trims, which is fantastic. I don't know why they didn't do that sooner. And just like all the newest mid-size trucks now, it has 4-wheel disc brakes, no drums like the old Tacomas, fully boxed ladder frame unlike the Ridgeline, and it's got, I forget what size wheels these are, but nice looking wheels. It does have a spare underneath the bed, which is nice. But yeah, so that's just a quick look at a 2023 Nissan Frontier that I rented for this trip here in Houston, Texas. Had a good experience with Enterprise. They got me out of there with the vehicle pretty quickly. One thing to keep in mind if you do rent from them in Houston, they do have a $400 deposit that you get back on return of the vehicle, because they said they have a lot of their vehicles stolen, so that's kind of a insurance policy, I guess, to ensure that you'll give it back at the end of your trip. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments. Like and subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.